Yo, what's up, man? It's your boy D with On the Porch, and we back at it again, man. And this time, I know y'all gonna probably say, "Wow, D found a male to come on the show." I know I've been having females for a long time, every week. But look, the black king is everything. We need him we need the black king in our community all the time because he's the leader. We are the leaders. So when I find a black king that's actually doing something and leading, like this one is you can't pass it up, man. Then he young. Then he young. Come on, man. Look, then he young.
God is the greatest.
So today we sitting on the porch with none other than my brother Darren, with Kids Biz.
Yes, indeed.
And guess what? The story this man got, bro, is awesome. You're talking about from teaching second grade
Yeah.
to writing a kid's book.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I know a lot of y'all just looking at him sitting there, y'all gonna think, man, ain't no way. Ain't no way.
God is the greatest, man. That's all I
But
can say.
he doing this thing, man, and we about to sit here and dive into what made him go into teaching. And then what made him leave teaching to start writing his book. And start focusing on making literature material for kids to read. So without further ado, man, I just want to welcome Darren to the porch. Thank you for coming sit on the porch, brother. For sure, baby. For sure.
Man.
So let's just get right with it, bro.
I'm Darren Henry, the Kid Biz educator. I'm about to tell y'all my story.
Right. So let's get right to it, bro. So what made you say, you know what, I want to teach? I felt like, I woke up one morning and said, you know what, I could be a teacher.
See, the thing was like, I was 1 foot in the streets and 1 foot out the streets, like in college, and my family didn't really know for real. And it's like God will really put you in position to where it really opened your eyes. So once you start seeing everything that's going on around you, that kind of pushed me to just wanting to be in a more stable environment. You know what I mean? Like I said, I was doing some unlawful things, and and I knew I wasn't making my family proud because I come from a family where my brother and I'm the oldest of 3. My little brother and my little sister, they got their bachelor's and master's from Jackson State. So it's like, when you're the oldest, it's always looking at, like, what are you doing?
What went wrong with you?
You know what I'm saying? So I just know God had my own path, man, and it's like, it wasn't the unlawful things that I was into that kept me excited, like the generation now. Like, it wasn't materialistic things. It was just the thought of the entrepreneurship side of things, where I could get up and do what I want, when I want, how I want, and still make my money. But God saw another plan for me, so I ended up going to a school to become a substitute. And then it went from I ended up seeing one of my old teachers. I went to school with. His name is Darren Beadell. Shout out to Darren Beadell. Shout out to Mr. Smothers and the whole Smothers Academy family. Shout out to them, man. They don't even know they came in my life at a pivotal moment. You know what I mean? And I started off as a substitute. Then they ended up putting me as a teacher assistant, a second grade math teacher's assistant. You get what I'm saying? And that's really what it was. I went from they put me as a long-term substitute and a second grade math teacher's assistant. And when the teacher not there, I run the class. So I did that for almost 3 years. Stopped doing that. Decided to start really being into entrepreneurship. And once I got into entrepreneurship, I started a tax business. So shout out to I always say shout out, but man, these people helped change my perspective on where I'm at when it came to the book. But Jamaica, my sister, man, Dave and Loom at Get Max Tax. They own the software. You know what I'm saying? Get Max Tax has been a tax company, software company that I've been in for 5 years. And without them teaching me more about entrepreneurship and how to be able to really get into business, it really changed my idea and structured me to where it's like, all right, cool, now I know how to write everything off for my next business venture. So I ended up moving to Atlanta, met a good business partner, and me and him started vending machine business together. We got 6 vending machines right now in Atlanta. A lot of people don't even know that, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
I don't try to like expose everything I do all the time. You know what I mean? So we did that. Once we did the vending machines, after we did the vending machines, we started an Airbnb business. And unfortunately, my first mentee I ever had at Smothers Academy got killed. He was gonna come live with me in Atlanta. And he got killed like 10 to 12 days before he was coming move with me.
Oh wow.
Leaving out the studio, got shot and killed. So rest in peace, Frank 5, you know the vibes.
Oh wow.
Shout out to his family, you know what I'm saying? Moms, sis, baby 5, I love y'all. Y'all know the vibes.
Right. So, all right. So, like, what was so you wake up, you're doing your thing, and you decide to write the children's book. So, where did that come from? What was the thought on that, and how you came about with that?
I wrote my book in some of the darkest times in my life, and that's how I knew God was really working on me, because I was depressed after Frank died. Like, imagining like you finally about to take your little brother out the hood and show him something way greater, just a different environment. You know what I mean? Having that spirit lifted off your back where you ain't gotta look over your shoulder. You can walk to the stove.
Right.
Stuff. It's just normal stuff that we take for granted living in New Orleans. And like I said, he died 12 days before he was supposed to come, and that put me into a real depression. And that's when I found my purpose. I'm good at all these other things when it comes to business-wise, but when I saw my purpose, I just went with it. So I pitched my idea to different publishing companies because I wanted to teach kids how to change their perspectives when it came to being business mindset. You get what I'm saying? Because you'll see so many entrepreneurs who make all that money and be like, man, what did they do? But it really started within you. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? An entrepreneur ain't nobody but a person that could be able to take what's in their mind and manifest it to life.
Right. Right. So give us a little rundown of what the book is about.
So the book is about 4 young Black African American kids that they all are best friends, but they go to the same school, and they just go like it's a Friday. And I remember when I was teaching every Friday, I gave my kids a pizza party. So they walk into the class, they ask the teacher. The teacher name is Mr. Bedell, but Mr. Bedell is my young boy that passed away. I dedicated the book to my young boy, and I made him the main character. Okay. And the main character is the teacher. So they go to the teacher and they ask the teacher, how can we start a business? And he said, well, if y'all go listen, then I'll show you. And then after I show you, I had a pizza party. So he give them 8 steps. And after the 8 steps, he just break it down to me, explaining it to them like, write your goals down. Understand that becoming an entrepreneur is within self. Mm-hmm. So the more you work on yourself, the more you're going to attract what you want. We don't chase our dreams, we attract our dreams.
Mm-hmm. So is it okay? So the book is more about entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
Right. So inside that book, inside your book is also giving kids and teens that what I'm looking for, that's something in them to let them know that, hey, I can do this. You know what I'm saying? Hey, the streets are not for me, or just not just the streets, but just the life that leads us down to the area that's no good is not for me. You know what I'm saying? I am smart enough to be an owner. I am smart enough to own my own, to do my own thing.
The thing that made me change what made me want to change other kids' perspectives was just when you're a teacher, you understand that kids they only go vent and talk to people they relate to. Mm-hmm. So being an author, I knew being an author was I was taking this walk by myself because I'm a young Black male and I dressed just as normal as the normal New Orleans dude dress. You know what I mean? But I want kids to understand it's not your environment that make you. You make you. You can help. By you making you could be able to change your environment perspective.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because man, and it's great that you said that. It's because nowadays, and it was like that with us when we grew up. Also, we related to people that look like me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. Not just Black. I'm talking about we related to people that dress like me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That talk like me. You know what I'm saying? came out the same neighborhood I came out of, you know, and today we have a lot of our older people, and nothing wrong with what they're doing, but they come to us, they come and talk to our kids in suits and ties.
Yeah.
You know, and it's more like they're talking at them versus talking to them.
Like they just doing an assignment or something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So like what I tell people is like, the way I'm dressed right now, I said, like, I'm signed to 315 platforms around the world. My book is featured on 315 platforms around the world, 65 different foreign countries. Like, when I explain to people about me being signed to all those companies like Google, Walmart, Apple, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Books A Million. Man, there's so many books. Like, so many book platforms that I'm signed to, but you have to sit down. You actually have to do a presentation to those people.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? And those people, I dress the same way, because I tell people my environment is not. I'm not a product of my environment. My environment is a product of me. You get what I'm saying?
Whoa.
So it's more of understanding that it's already hard for us as young black men already, but it's even more hard on us to be young black men from New Orleans. Because when you go around different cities and you tell people you from New Orleans, they already got a stereotype on you already. You get what I'm saying? So I just really wanted people to understand that you can't. It might sound like cliche, but it's really true. You don't judge a book by its cover.
Right.
Because my book touched 350 platforms.
Right. So look, bro. So coming up like you did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Being a teen, growing up in the city. You know what I'm saying? How was that for you?
It was a beautiful experience for real, because the way the kids are now, don't get me wrong, there was always some stuff going on, but I grew up playing basketball. You know what I mean? I played basketball at Walker High School, then I transitioned and went to Edna Carr High School. You know, so I was able to just live the hoop life. But on the other side, like, you know, like, when you have family that's in the streets, they give you that knowledge on what to do and not to do. So I just tried to stay out the way as much as I could, because I felt like the more I stayed out the way, the better I was, you know. But this city will really hold a cap over you. Like, it's hard to reach what you want to reach, being around people that view you the same way they view you every day. So my childhood was a great childhood. My mom did a great job. You know what I mean? We're a church family. You know what I mean? Mom was like, if you ain't gonna go to church on Sunday, go to Bible study on Wednesday. You know what I mean? Mom's number 5'2", out the 9 wall. She gonna let you know quick. My shoulders work. Yeah. Quick. Gonna let you know quick. You know what I mean? So just having just that fierce leader. But then my family really showed me, like, I have to be the person to at least make sure that my family become financially free. And growing up, that's what really got me into entrepreneurship. Just really wanting to be able to put my family in the best position.
Right. So like, you know, at one point, like you said, at one point when you was in school, it was one of the things where you had to be like, you know what, I'm going to choose this way or choose that way. You know what I'm saying? So in choosing, you knew it was something different that you had to do. You know what I'm saying? Because even with having, like you said, even having a good family life in high school, you still went to college and still kind of wanted to see what the other side was like.
And it's just like, don't get me wrong, because all kids are curious, you know what I mean? But that's why it's more important for these older dudes to really acknowledge the good and the bad within what's in the streets, man. You know, the children are only, when you growing up in a project, not even just no project, but just a hood. When you growing up in the hood, it's like you only go admire the people you see every day. So that's what made me want to be an author, because I want kids to know you can look like this and drive a nice car. You can look like this and be able to and be respected by the people that's respected within the hood. You get what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like, where I'm from, people really they loved me more because I I accepted who I was. I wasn't a follower, and I continued to stay genuine to myself.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And you'd be surprised how many people love you just by being authentic. A lot of people are followers.
Right,
And a lot of older dudes that get these younger kids to do things because they're fearful of doing things. And like, you know, they know kids, like kids want your approval so much that they'll go out and do some wicked thing just off the strength of somebody else. You know what I'm saying? And I just, that's the people that's kind of like hard for me to respect at times. So those who know they got control to change, but always use their power for bad.
Right. Man, say, bro, because it's, you know, you look at it like, you know, not too many people writing books today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? If they are writing them, they're not. It's more like my self journey.
Yeah.
Or it's more like this is what I went through.
Yeah.
But for you to do the kids and say, man, I gotta reach these kids. You know what I'm saying? What was that like? Just to feel like I gotta. What made you want to reach the kids?
So what really made me want to reach the kids was and don't get me wrong, bro. Like everything I do is for the kids, but I look at my book as I look at what I do like 2 for 1. We can't say our kids are the future if we're not trying to properly pour into our kids.
Right.
You can, like a lot of parents put all that pressure on teachers and the education system because of their lack of not wanting to. But you can read to your kids for 10 minutes before they go to sleep, and you're pouring into them. You get what I'm saying? Other cultures are able to thrive financially because they follow the traditions of what they're supposed to. You get what I'm saying? You pour into your kid is your bloodline. So I wrote my book for my kids, initially for my kids. And if I'm able to change other people's perspective within what I'm doing, what God asking me to do, then I feel like I won. But it was more of, when I'm writing, I write for my bloodline, my children's children. So they can understand, so they won't have to go over certain obstacles that I went through. So when I make my book a step book because I want kids to understand each step go complete the goal. You know what I'm saying?
So look, I never wrote a book before. I don't know how that goes.
Yeah.
Do you actually sit down there with pencil and paper, or do you like I gotta record or something?
These 2 phones right here.
I never wrote a book.
I'm writing in my notes on this phone, and I'm researching on. So I call this phone the vault right here. Like these 2 phones right here, man.
Oh,
these 2 phones right here. But all my books are in these phones for real.
Okay.
For real.
So you just speaking into the phone.
I don't even speak. I write.
Oh, you type.
So it's like if I try to write a book with a pencil, my hand go cramp up, it's go tense up, because you're trying to because sometimes you got to erase this word because you're using the word too many times, but we text fast. So that's what made me grab the phone, because I understood the concept of I can have to write everything I need in my phone and go back to it, save it to my cloud, go back to it, and now I'm like, all right, I'm on step number, say if I do an 8-book step, I'm gonna write 3 steps the first day, 3 more steps the second day, and 2 steps the last day. I wrote my first book in 3 days.
Damn.
Yeah, I wrote my first book in 3 days. Damn. And I got the sequel to the first book already. It's been written for a year now.
Yeah.
My first 6 months in Houston, I wrote 5 books. My first, God is really good, because my first book doing so good. Shout out Black and White Publishing, Miss Nikki. That's my girl. She's one of the greatest people to me, because she's also from New Orleans, but she owned a publishing company, and our publishing company have over 30 authors. And I won Rookie of the Year, most featured platforms, the book in the year. You know what I'm saying? I reached all my credentials for a publishing company, so I signed my release papers back in November, because she's now, instead of my publisher, she's my publishing coach. And she's gonna teach me how to create my own publishing company so I could be able to own my masters and my royalties. Every book, every platform that you're featured on, you get a royalty check once a month for the rest of your life. So I don't care if the royalty check 25 cents, $25.
It's something.
That come once a month the rest of your life. And my book on 315 platforms, so that's 315 royalty checks I get once a month the rest of my life. So once I started understanding the business side of it, I'm like, oh, I already got 4 more in the chamber already.
Right.
And I got more I'm writing right now. So it's like,
Right.
if you add 315 times 5, and I'm in the royalty checks. And I'm like, that would make me look at it like, and people don't want to be an author? Like, that's crazy. This coming the rest of my life, man. This money gonna be going to my children's children. You know what I mean? Just over something that I've done for 3 days. You know?
Damn.
So to the other artists, all I tell you is promote yourself. We live in a world where everything is based on social media.
Mm-hmm.
So promote, because you can write a book and nobody know nothing about your book if you don't put yourself out there. You know, you gotta trust the process.
Damn, bro. Damn, I ain't never thought of that shit. Damn, that's so. No matter what happens, you get a royalty check because it's on their platform
Every month.
Wow. Damn, I need to sound like you write a book.
I got you. I help you.
Yeah, I need to sound like
I help you. It's more easier than you think it is.
Like, man, on the porch with D, the book series coming out soon.
Yeah, bro.
Damn. So, bro. So, all right. So, look. So, what's some of the things you getting in? What's some of the things Darren got going on, and what can we expect from Darren? I'm talking about book wise. Just events. What you doing?
I got a few things I be doing, man. Like I do a lot of things within the community when it comes to my books, because I don't need my books more than anything.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But it's other great young entrepreneurs in this city and we all actually stick together more than people think we do. You know what I mean? So Red Entertainment is a good friend of mine. Red is a good friend of mine. He's a teacher at West Jeff. Him and his colleagues, they sponsor orphanage in Africa.
Mm-hmm.
And they went to Africa last year, and once I saw their project, I just instantly called them and reached out to him and asked him, can I be a part of what he's doing?
Mm-hmm.
So right now we're in the midst of working with me and some other entrepreneurs that's going to donate some things to the orphanage. So that's my Back to Africa project. That's like my books is on 65 platforms, but it's not in Africa.
Okay,
So
you gotta get it done.
This
You
big.
gotta get it done.
Yeah.
You gotta get it done.
This big for me.
Okay.
I definitely want my people.
So when y'all so the trip to Africa that's happening real soon.
Yeah.
Real soon. What are some of the things can we expect? I'll see. Cause I know you're gonna put a lot of stuff on social media.
Man,
what are some of the things we can expect to see when you're in Africa? Y'all going like the different areas of the country, or y'all just
man, bro? So now we talked about it. Even if I'm not able to meet up, I'm still there.
Right.
You know, the book is there. But me and my colleagues, we're donating 250 used books. We're also donating my books. They got a great friend of mine named Gino. He's the owner of iDapper Phone Repair, the #1 repair store in the city, iDapper. But he's donating phones, shirts. Like I got real good people in my circle that's, you know, one phone call away. Ahead of the game clothing, apparel, you know, Lowski, one of my closest friends, you know what I'm saying? Kyle, and he's donating socks and shirts, like, so, you know what I'm saying? Everybody donate something, man. Everybody put something into the pot and we go send it off. Man.
Okay.
We're gonna try to do the Back to Africa trip towards the end of this year.
Okay. And that's with the and that's cause we was talking before we got on the show, right? You were saying about the soccer team, y'all. The kids soccer team.
My partner Red, he really explained to me that him and his colleagues, they sponsored a soccer team within that village.
Mm-hmm.
But come to find out, there's a soccer league. So my manager, he's really good. He's really good with sewing. He have his own clothing company, you know, Dream Snatcher Apparel, and we're in the process of we're in the process of him creating uniforms for the entire league.
Mm-hmm.
So we just trying to, like, whatever we could do, you know what I mean, bro? Like, don't get me wrong, you know, majority of the time, a lot of things coming out of our own pockets, you know. So we try to be able to maximize everything we can with the little that we try to put together. You know what I'm saying? So it's just more of understanding that we are from the same place, and and all of us want to make a change. And you'll be surprised how many young people willing to come together to change the narrative to the story of our city by our young generation.
Man, that's what's up, bro. Damn, bro, I'm talking about like you really, man, you really got a lot going on, man. I'm talking about,
in my mind, that's just a Tuesday.
Yeah, bro, you rolling. I'm talking about like rolling, like
just grateful, man.
Like no, I'm talking about like rolling.
I'm grateful, man. Walking in my purpose, man. You walk in your purpose, you ain't really thinking about all the obstacles and all the things that you're going through. I just really want children to understand that your respect will always be given when you stand true to yourself. You know? That's it. That's all I want them to understand.
Yeah.
We do a lot of things behind respect. We'll kill each other behind respect, but if somebody don't respect you, that's because they don't understand you. And you're not meant to be understood by everybody.
No.
You know? So just changing those little perspectives, I'll be able to save a kid life. A kid's. You know?
Damn, bro. Damn.
Yeah.
Damn, bro. Yeah, man.
Go ahead, man.
Come on, man.
Bro, I couldn't tell you everything over the phone, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you everything, bro. I had to keep some things in the chamber, bro. But it's great. It's great. Like, what we're doing, what me and my team is doing is really great. I'll tell you a little about my team. My publishing company is going to be called R5 Productions. My manager is Robert Lewis III. That's my best friend. Put him in the book. He's the kid with the dreads in the book. I put my friends in my book because I feel like when you put your people in your book, they live forever. It's a few things in this world that live forever: music, books, and film. So I take that serious because you know it's like there's a lot of people that I have that I wrote in other books just because I want their name to live forever. You know what I mean? But it's Robert Lewis, that's my manager, man. That's been my best friend since we was 13 years old. And he's the one that's going to create the uniforms for the soccer league. And, I have another friend of mine, his name is Donaldo Williams. And he is the brains behind his children. His children is called the Gum Squad. Donaldo is from New Orleans. He played professional basketball in Mexico. Met his children mom in Mexico. and man, what he's done with his children only make me help me understand that's how you pour into your kids. So his kids are digital creators. Their name is Princess D and Booty. And the name of the team is called the Gum Squad. Their daddy is the main product leader. Like he shoot all these stuff, but they hit a million views 41 times. They hit a million views 41 times. The young digital creators and they really, yeah, they really get to it. So if you go on their Instagram, the Instagram is Growing Up Mutants. Growing Up Mutants. That's the IG, but man, they got some special things going, man. They're gonna narrate every book I write. They're gonna narrate every book I write. Their dad is one of the co-owners of the publishing company, and our other business partner, his name is Raynell. Raynell owned a clothing company called No Pain Apparel. I think Raynell 23 years old. I think if I'm getting your age wrong, brother, I'm sorry, brother. So much going through my mind right now. But he owned No Pain Apparel. But the thing that makes Raynell so special to me is he has a rare arthritis disease where his body locks up on him at times. And bros really have more willpower than a lot of people. Be able to get up in the morning and still be able to create and manifest all your different work. You know what I'm saying? So us three come together. We making a publishing company. The thing about me is, even though I'm taking this walk alone, I pray to God every day just to surround me around the right team, and I know for a fact my team is really good. You know, they give me so much room to just be able to write, and figure out how we all could be able to come together and change each other's lives by aligning what we all do.
Right. Man, that's what's up, bro. Yeah. Man, look, bro. Damn, bro, look. Shit.
You know?
See, bro, I can't. Look, y'all gotta go check my man out, bro.
Yeah, man.
Y'all gotta check my man out. Check the book out. Darren got that book out there. Give him the title of the book. And
The name of the book is 8 Steps to Becoming an Entrepreneur for Kids, man. You can catch it on Amazon, Google, Walmart, Barnes & Nobles, Books A Million, the list go on and on. Go to my IG. My IG page is KidBizEd, KIDZBIZED, all together. And just click the link in my bio. Go on my link tree. I got a free copy for everybody that go to my link tree. But my link tree shows every platform I'm signed to. So you can scroll, look, point at it, and you'll see it's on there. Everyone.
You know what I'm saying? Man, look, he giving free game away.
Free game.
You know what I'm saying? He giving to the kids, man. Cause where it started, it all starts young.
We can't change our lives. We can't change their lives until we change ourselves.
Yeah. Man, look, y'all hear him, bro. Man, look, go holler at my boy D, man. Look, go holler at my boy D. Go on his IG page. Check him out. Go to Amazon. Go to Barnes & Nobles. Go to the Walmart.
Yeah.
Go anywhere you can find a book and get it. 8 steps to
becoming an entrepreneur for kids, man. Shout out K Matthews. He wrote a book teaching kids how to be able to engage with each other and be nice to each other and treat each other with respect. It's called Freddy the Friendly Dog and Eddie the Freddy the Friendly Frog and Eddie the Angry Dog. Man, that's my bro. He done 20 years in the feds, came home, wrote a book for the kids. Like, understand, like, this is powerful stuff we doing. I have another friend of mine, her name is Darren Barnwell. She wrote Violet's Hair for her daughter. Her daughter's name is Violet, but Violet's Hair is a black girl magic book, teaching young black girls to embrace their hair, no matter what texture it is. So Darren Barnwell, you know, she's doing some great things throughout the city. She's also from New Orleans. Like, these are all people that's from the city. You get what I'm saying? So shout out to y'all doing something so great. And also shout out to my favorite podcast show, man. Let me tell y'all something. I saw somebody I look up to go on his podcast show, and I came straight to him. Bro, listen, can you put me on here? Let me get my message across. Man, shout out to On the Porch Podcast, man. He's doing something so special and beautiful. And we right here in the middle of the trenches. I'm telling y'all. We in the middle of the trenches at a youth learning center. And I pray y'all really, once y'all figure out what is youth learning center is, y'all really try to do as much as y'all can to be able to donate. Man. You're doing something very special in the heart of the city, I'm telling you.
Right, man. Thank you again, bro. Thank you, bro, for that, bro. Thank you. Man, look, y'all. Hey, y'all know what we doing, man.
Ain't too much to say, but look, we on the porch, though. We on the porch, man.
Y'all know what we doing,
on the porch, man.
Look, check us out, bro. Go to On the Porch Podcast on IG. On the Porch with D and Crew on the YouTube page. This thing gonna drop Monday. It's gonna drop Monday. Man, look, and I'm telling y'all, you can't miss it. You cannot miss it. Thank you again for coming sit on the porch with me today on such a short notice, bro. I appreciate you, man.
You call him coming, bro.
You know what I'm saying? He came in on a short notice for your boy, man. Short notice. I'm talking about 9 o'clock. Hey, man, you think you can get in for about 12? So, man, I want to thank Darren for coming sit down with us on the porch, man. Go check his book out. 8 Steps to Becoming an Entrepreneur for Kids. It's on all the book platforms, Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, Walmart, it's all of them. I can't even name all of them. Right. We just gonna go to we gonna go to the main 3: Amazon, Barnes & Nobles, and then Walmart.
Facts.
You can get it anywhere.
Walmart. Mama, we in Walmart.
That's what I'm saying. So you can get it anywhere, man. If you can get to those 3, you can get it anywhere. So go check it out. Go check the book out. Go to his IG page and check everything out. He got the link in the bio where you can see it all. You can see it all. And he's giving the book away, for free online on if you go to the IG page.
On the IG page, you get the book for free, man. Thank y'all for everything y'all do and everything you do, bro.
Man, I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you. Thank you for coming to sit on the porch, man. Look, check the show out on the porch podcast, on the porch with D and Crew on the YouTube page, and we out this thing. Peace.
Yeah.